It's going to be a quarterfinal strategy guide. I want to go over each workout for you guys and make it nice and simple and straightforward. So you will be able to hear me throughout. Okay, so let's get straight into things. So workout one, okay, is quite a short and snappy one. So you've got your 10 50-foot shuttle runs, 20 overhead squats. These are the weights. Most of you guys that are reading this are going to be from the UK. So 36 and 52 kilos, 20 overhead squats, and 30 burpees over the bar. So for a lot of people, I feel like the burpees over the bar are where we're really going to see a big difference in terms of the time. Okay. So treat this as the main part of the workout. There's no need to go out the gates on these. It's going to do you no good. We want to kind of aim to go unbroken. This is going to make a massive difference if you can. If you're someone who's got good mobility as well, if you can take a slightly narrower grip on the bar and just be a bit more stacked overhead, this is going to really help for your overhead squats. So a slightly narrower grip if you can. Your 30 burpees over the bar is sort of a mindset thing. So in your head, sort of pace them at different paces. So if you want to break them into 3 sets of 10, obviously we're doing these unbroken, so we will be still moving throughout. But in your head, if you break them down into 3 sets of 10, you can attack the movement based on that. Now, we don't want to go too hot at the gates because as soon as you've done your 30 burpees, think of this as a 60 burpee set. We know we've got a rest, but for a lot of you guys, this is 60 burpees in a row. So treat this first 30 like that, okay? Because you're going straight into them afterwards. Okay, so main thing to go over, no need to go out hot on these. It won't make that much of a difference time-wise if you're sprinting. We're going to try do these overhead squats unbroken in the best way possible. If you can go slightly narrower grip overhead, even better. And then think of this as a 60 burpee set. Treat them like that, okay? We want to be able to maybe turn up the notch here rather than here. All right, so nice and simple for the first one, okay? The next workout, quite an interesting one in my opinion. So your next workout is this, okay? Now, it's going to be different for everyone, okay? The main thing about this is your grip is going to go up. Dual dumbbell hang squat cleans will blow up your grip going into bar muscle-ups. Now, the best thing for most of you is going to be able to do everything unbroken. So break your sets and choose your rounds based on that. So we can do this workout however we want. So, for example, you're going to want to do 8 dumbbell hang squat cleans, 4 bar muscle ups, 10 times. That's going to be a really good workout, which a lot of you can do unbroken if you're at this point. If you can't do that, your best attempt, if you haven't got any bar muscle ups, is to really think about doing loads of these. When you break on a set on your dumbbell hang squat cleans, so say you get to 16 reps and you want to break, attempt some bar muscle ups. Then go back to your next set, attempt some bar muscle ups. If you can get a few out, brilliant. But your goal is just to get the 80 dumbbell hang squat cleans done. Okay, so for a lot of you, it's going to be 10 rounds of 8 and 4. Probably the fastest times you'll see is probably something that's bigger sets and kept unbroken. So maybe like 3 rounds and everything's unbroken. But for a lot of you, 10 sets, keeping everything unbroken and keeping the transitions fast. A little tip on the dumbbell hang squat cleans for the grip. We don't want to be standing up super tall when we turn over. So we're not treating this like a full squat clean. What we want to do is essentially curl and drop. Stand up the squat and repeat. We don't want to be curling up and then sitting down into the squat. We want to literally, as we're curling, drop into the bottom of the squat and then stand up from the squat, okay? Because these are going to be super hard and your grip will blow up, all right? So that's a little breakdown on how you guys should attack number 2. Number 3. So looking at number 3. Now, the biggest thing on this is, are you able to do these double unders unbroken? Top level athletes will be able to treat this workout unbroken on the dubs. And if you can go unbroken on the dubs, you're 80% of the way there, in my opinion. That's 300 dubs in total, broken up into 6 rounds. If you can do these unbroken, brilliant. If you can also stay relaxed on these, even better. So a little tip for these is you don't want to grip the handle on the rope too hard. You want to keep a nice relaxed grip, because again, your grip will probably blow up on these deadlifts quite fast because we get slightly heavier. These are the weights for the females. These are the weights for the males. Okay, so your grip will blow up, and surprisingly on double unders, this does happen sometimes. So if you can keep a relaxed grip on the handle for your double unders, you're going to stay a lot more relaxed, and it will almost feel like a rest period for your deadlifts. Okay. My tip for your deadlifts is don't just try and go unbroken if you're resting at the top. The only time you should be holding the bar is if you're moving. Okay. If you're just resting at the top just to go unbroken, this does fuck all for you. You need to be able to stand up your rep. Okay. You're at the top, back down, back down, back down. If you're standing up at the top and just holding the bar, you're wasting your time. So don't stay at the top unless you're going immediately back down into the next rep. You don't have to go unbroken. For most of you, a good way to attack this is trying to do the dubs unbroken and then going 5 and 5 and 5, 5 and 5, die. As many as you can, as much as you can, okay? Just to give you a heads up, your feet are going to be on fire, all right? You're going to be jumping up and down for your double unders, and then you're going to be stood still on your deadlifts. Your foot cramp will be through the roof, okay? So don't be scared if this happens. This is what's supposed to happen, okay? It will feel like that, all right? But what we want to think about doing is staying really upright on these dubs and relaxing our grip. If we can try and get our breath back, so when we go back to the barbell work, we feel a little bit better, that's really, really good. All right. So final workout to go over. No, this is going to be the hardest one for me, and I knew a strict handstand push-up would stop me in my tracks. Okay. So 1,000 meter row, 30 clean and jerks, 1,000 meter row, 30 strict handstand push-ups. Okay. Barbells at 61 and 43. So it's essentially 1,000 meter row, grace, 1,000 meter row, handstand push-ups. These are some big things, and if you don't listen to me, you're going to struggle, I promise you, okay? So your 1,000 meter row pace needs to be similar to anywhere between your 2 and 5K pace, okay? So if my 2K pace is about 140 and my 5K pace is about 2 minutes, I'm probably going to want to row at about a 150 per 500 meter pace, okay? There's no need to go out the blocks really, really hard, especially on this first one, okay? Second thing, fucking single reps. Like, Jesus Christ, please do single reps. There's no need for any of you to be barbell cycling on this. Like, truly, there's no need. So do singles, stay nice and relaxed, breathe, and just move through it, okay? Don't overshoot this. Please don't, okay? This 1,000 meter row. Now, depending on how good your strict handstand push-ups really depends how fast you want to go. You either want to stick at the same pace you did on that initial one, or you want to maybe, if you're really, really good at strict handstand push-ups, pick up the pace. Because how you feel after this 1,000 meter row is very much going to determine your strict handstand push-ups. Now, as much as the row is a pull-in movement and a strict handstand push-up is a press-in movement, you will find the fatigue has still accumulated through the clean and jerks as well, and your arms will be on fire. Okay, so thinking on the row about a massive leg drive is going to be super, super important. Massive leg drive, push a little bit, pull a little bit up, and then you'll feel a little bit better on these. On these, you just want smart breaks, all right? So for someone in a really good position, they can maybe do this in 2 or 3 sets, which I certainly won't be doing, okay? You can almost treat these like barbell cycling if you struggle. Like, pick a rep scheme, pick a rest period. Plan is important. These might go out the window as well, which don't be scared. If you're not confident with strict handstand push-ups, you're going to want to do 1 rep, rest anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds, do another rep. Once these go, they're gone. So you need to be smart, and go into failure on these is not the way. Like, even if you're at like 25 reps, go into failure is so stupid. You need to break these smart. As soon as you feel like you're struggling on these, break them up, okay? Choose your rest period and break them up. All right, so that's the quarterfinal strategy. okay, for each workout. For most of you, you're not going to want to repeat this. There's no reason to repeat this. You don't have to repeat any of these workouts unless you've really, really fucked up or the recording's messed up, okay? Now, these strategies obviously depend based on where all of you guys are at. But some of you will find if this is your first quarterfinals or you just scraped in, so you're anywhere from like the top 20 to 25%, you're just going to want to do these and enjoy these. Learn probably what you need to get good at. For most of you guys that are in that percentile, strict handstand push-ups will probably stop you in your tracks. Same with bar muscle-ups, which is completely fine. At least you know now going into next year, those are the two gymnastic skills we can maybe target and get really good at. Okay. For some of you guys that are pushing semi-finals / want to kind of be around that percentile, again, enjoy it. Okay. A lot of us aren't going to the game, so still enjoy it. You don't need to repeat it and really just ruin a whole week of your training, but have a plan and try and stick to it. Okay. This is going to be a really good way to determine what you're good and what you're bad at. And it's the same with the open. This is much more similar to like competition style workouts. Like you even look at the final workout, which is the row, clean and jerks, row, and then you finish with strict handstand push-ups. That's more of a like good level competition workout. So they're quite fun and it gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can expect at some comps as well. But enjoy it. If you also need any help further than this, more specific to you, then message me and I will help you out completely. Go and enjoy it. Go and fucking smash it.